Hello, hello. Yo, Sinister, what's going on? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Doing something a little different today, but gonna go back to factions soon.
I've quite a reputation. Glad to see that doesn't bother you.
Doing well, just ready for some Thanksgiving, playing some video games. This guy with the googly eyes over here. The naked Drake.
Rock up on these jokers and show them who the real professionals are.
You couldn't get a match at all? Are you trying, like, what playlists are you trying? Or maybe it's just, could be like location based, I guess, too.
Hot guys!
Ah. Aiden, what's going on? What is going... Oh, look at this guy. I don't have a bomb. Oh, what?
Catch!
Oh, snap. What am I planning on eating for Thanksgiving? Dude, I am not eating turkey or any of the classic stuff. Why? Because it's boring. I'm gonna have like this Indian dish called biryani.
Sorry. Hi.
Oh my gosh, how is he not dead?
Won't happen again.
What about you, Aiden? What are you gonna
Write history books about me.
do? Help me.
How can this
Oh
be?
my gosh.
You cannot win without me. Bullshit! This is bullshit! I'm going.
Come over and have a Puerto Rican Thanksgiving? Oh, nice. What are y'all gonna have?
Oh. Hey, next one's on me. Catch!
Oh, it bounced on the wrong side.
You can't run from me. Oh, that felt good.
We split that one.
That like asshole.
Alright, it's kind of close-ish. You're gonna eat the regulars. Because your newborn cousins are coming. Ah, they can't handle. They can't handle when you mix it up. See, we're kind of keeping it low key, so we're not seeing family this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We'll see them around Christmas, but kind of skipping out on the turkey. Hey Rom, nice to see you. Just started playing again? I just kind of started playing again too.
Catch.
I mean, it was funny. I think from the past like 5 years I've been playing either this game or Last of Us. Jowry, what's going on? How are you? Oh, Mike's here. Let's go. You never played the more recent multiplayer? I think you did enough of the Uncharted 2 multiplayer for the Platinum. Yeah, Uncharted 2... I think a lot of people think Uncharted 2 is still the best one. I played like a little bit of Uncharted 3 and then Last of Us came out and I was like, okay, well, we're done here. But I do have a little soft spot in my heart for this one. It does share some similarities between this. Oh, Shwo, what's up? Forgot to say hi to you as well. Yeah, it's always good to switch around. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be doing too much Uncharted, but I thought, you know, I put out a video this week. I should play a little bit of it. And, like, you know, If it comes out on PS5, like the remaster comes out, then I'll probably be playing a bit more of it. It is quite fun, and it's a little bit less, Mike, it is quite fun. It's just, it's a little less, like, serious in tone. Two factions. Uncharted 2, best story and multiplayer. Yeah, I think I can get behind that. Jowry, I'm doing well. It's nice to see you around. It's been so long. TLOU 2 multiplayer will feel closer to Uncharted 4 than TLOU 1 multiplayer. Yeah, I do have worries about that. Well, it's like it could, in some ways, it might be okay, but in other ways it might not be okay. I mean, if you think about like the way the movement in The Last of Us
Let's do this.
Part 2. Please. Like the movement in Part 2, it was very... Sorry. I'm like so bad at multitasking, but the movement in part... Why did I do that? The movement in Part 2 was a little bit more fast, fluid. You had a lot more movement options. It was clearly still like kind of slow and more grounded, of course, but it did have a bit of that. I guess I don't mind that. I don't want it to be too much. I don't want it to like entice people to be too fast paced. Like I think the slow gameplay of Part 1 is of Factions 1 is like part of what's special about it. So I hope they don't get rid of that. And then the other thing is like I'm worried about like, okay, in this game people were really mad because they put mysticals in and sidekicks, and I don't think they would add any like magical elements, but like I could see them having supers and like things that kind of just like make the game a little more cheesy. Like I could see them doing like spore bombs and like spawning in a clicker or something like that, and I really don't want that. I missed that guy. QMet, what's going on? How you doing? Naughty Dog knows what makes... Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm banking on and hoping on, is that Naughty Dog knows that Factions has that special something, and that they can't just throw in all this stuff. I mean, Uncharted 4, this multiplayer didn't really like... It had like a little brief moment in the sun, but it wasn't... It was never like really super... what am I... like...
Going up.
Oh, there's a guy right here. It was never like that popular. Do you think they'll add the bow bleeding? I think they will in some ways, but I don't know if they'll do it like for the standard bow. It might be like a bow upgrade or like a purchasable. Like I'm kind of wondering like if you would have the bow and then you'd have like special arrows, and like one would be like bleeding effect, one would be like a bomb. That's tough.
Going up. Wondering how I'll do it?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm alive.
Go wreck someone.
You got it.
I'm out wherever you are. I'm getting up. Pointed at you.
Target marked. Go after them.
Oh no. Yeah, this game is just very fast paced. Alon, what's going on? How you doing today? Playing your favorite game?
There is no shame in
Yeah, TLOU needs to feel like TLOU, not like they molded this multiplayer with factions. If they did that, like, it would not go over well. I feel like they have to know that. I don't know. People were not expecting things like
Leaving so soon? We earned this.
mysticals and sidekicks in this game. So
That is gone up.
there are some similarities, like they put the revive system in this game, and they
I'm not surprised. They went very tough, eh?
have all this other stuff. What would you say are good beginner guns for Uncharted Online? Let me see here. I would say I like the AK just because it's like fairly consistent firing. I would say like XCR is kind of good if you just blind firing. HS is good. P90 is also kind of a blind fire gun that it's not too bad. M14 is good if you like sniping. M14 is good because it's just like a semi-auto sniper versus the Missouri, which is like more like a slow firing one. That's a little bit more forgiving. It doesn't do as much damage. Yeah, I personally like the FAL, Missouri, AK. Like these three are probably my favorite long arms to play with. And I love the Enforcer. But I haven't unlocked it on this account. That's partially what I'm trying to do. Elon. Well, we'll be... I'm only going to play like probably an hour of this, and then I'll be doing factions. But I thought, you know, you release an Uncharted video, do a little stream. All you do is blind fire even when you're scoped. Even when you're scoped in. Yeah, like XCR is very good for blind fire. But it's not as good for if you're aiming. It doesn't do too bad, but you have to be pretty close. Because they have these weird firing patterns that are not like, they're not as consistent as factions. Factions, I mean, you have like the blooming circle, but it's fairly consistent. You know basically what your shot's going to hit. But with Uncharted, they have like, each gun has like little recoil and like bullet. I don't even know what the word is, but like it runs in like a little weird pattern of like random sporadics. So like a bullet isn't necessarily going to hit right where you aim it. It might hit slightly up to the right, slightly down to the left, that sort of thing. You wish Naughty Dog would make a channel explaining what they're going to do with The Last of Us 2. I know, just something, come on. Or like what if you're like, I don't know, like a secret club? Like they don't want to
Fun fact. I've killed at least one living thing on every
I guess they don't
continent.
want to let the cat out of the bag. So I guess I can understand that. Like they don't want they want it to be a big surprise when they release it. But like, I don't know, us diehard fans, we don't need the big surprise to be hype. We just need to know what's being worked on. So I wish there was a way to like they could give it to us. We won't tell anyone else. It's not gonna happen though. But yeah. Anyone doing anything crazy for Thanksgiving? Some of y'all I know don't celebrate it. Is it confirmed they're working on TLOU 2 factions? It's like all but confirmed. They have stated they're working on a standalone multiplayer. And every time they've done so, it's been with TLOU graphics. Also, like, they issued a statement in 2019 that was like, you know, we're not able to bring the multiplayer to The Last of Us Part 2. We're thinking about doing it in another form. You'll still, if you're a fan of it, you'll still get what you're wanting. So they basically promised it in like as many ways as you could possibly think, but haven't like fully. Ooh, that was nice. They haven't fully like 100% confirmed it, but they, you know, they know if it's not it, that like they've been misleading people for years at this point. Bogdan, what's going on? I know, RL. Things could be amazing, or we'll be pretty disappointed. I think, you know what? I mean, the thing is, I think I'm gonna like it either way. But there may be some things that I'm like gonna miss about the original. The worst thing they would do is if they tried to copy like the Fortnite style and make it like all cartoonish. That would be like I don't know how they could recover from that. Yeah, some people are going to be disappointed because they're definitely going to change some things. It's not going to be... I know a lot of people want basically just a better looking reskin of the original. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that either. Like, I would like that. The problem is like, that doesn't really make for a compelling... Like, they wouldn't do that. From a business perspective, they wouldn't make the same thing because it didn't really get the kind of traction that they wanted it to. So they're gonna have to go for some of these more popular they're just gonna have to go for some of these more mainstream type modes or something. That's why I think they're gonna do a battle royale. I think it would be an addition to the other modes, so you still could hopefully play your favorite mode, and I'm sure there'll be a ton of people like in supply rate and whatnot. But then you have, you know, your battle royale people that love that. Fudge. This is getting hot. Oh, I've been stunned for so long. I hope it'll be amazing too. You want TLOU 3? I feel like the best option would have been TLOU 1 and stop, but since they made TLOU 2, they need to make TLOU 3. I don't think the way the story ended is like good enough to say that's it. melee system will be remade. Yeah, that's probably what's taking so long too. It's like
Let the
they
professionals
probably
work, eh?
want the melee system to be very similar with like the dodge and all that. And like, how do you do that with like two people's computers, like two people's PS5s, like network connection issues and all that stuff.
Keep it. Off you go then. Watch you there, China. Get.
Oh, where's this guy?
Problem solved.
We got that one.
This is just like chaotic. RL. I think you're exactly right.
Stay down.
I don't know what that guy was doing.
That's the word to stop me, eh? Time for you to shine.
They'll never see me coming.
There's your target.
Watch and learn. Now weak.
Oh no.
Off you go then. Pop it down.
Sorry, I don't say that.
Oh, we got each other there. Would I pick wolves, scars, or hunters? I feel like I'd still be hunter. I do wonder what factions they're gonna bring. It'd be like wolves, scars, hunter, fireflies. I think you might see Jackson, Fedra.
Okay.
On the ground.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What's off?
No target.
Okay.
Coming towards you.
Boom. Did it.
Celebrate.
Jay, what's going on? We're getting pretty sweaty over here. All right, let's see. Don't worry, we got like we'll do like 2 more matches and then transition to the GOAT. I think you think that they would have perks for insta scars. Oh, so like each faction might have their own special perk. So like scars, if you're a scar and you use an arrow, it has the bleeding effect. Wolves have a little more strength. I mean, that'd be an interesting That'd be interesting dynamics. Because, like, right now, there's literally no stakes involved with Hunter or Firefly. It's just whatever you care about. But I like that idea. Like, some sort of, like, perk. Like, scars, you know. Yeah, like, scars have... If you have a bow in your scar, you get the bleeding effect. Or you gotta pull it out of your shoulder. I like that. This game can be a lot more. The thing about this game is it's so fast paced that it definitely looks sweatier. But I don't know, it's hard to tell sometimes which one is really sweaty. Uncharted, like, I would say the sweatiest is like Uncharted 2 and 3 for sure. TLOU was pretty sweaty. Uncharted, I feel like there are some ways to kind of like still kind of do well, even if you're newer at the game. What other games have stood out to you recently? Well, Ratchet and Clank, if you have PS5, is really awesome, as well as Returnal. I played a little bit of, like, for multiplayer, like, I played a little bit of Rogue Company, which is actually kind of fun. I mean, there may be, like, down the line, I might, like, do a video on that. I wouldn't, like, dabble too hard in that, I don't think. But I was playing that, like, last year when it was beta, and it was pretty fun. It's a character shooter, though, and it's a little more, like, it's got, like, Fortnite-y, like, characters, but it's still fun. It's like a tactical arena shooter, so it does have a little bit of TLOU vibes. Obviously, it's still not as good, though. That's kind of why, like, I was playing that, and then I was like, this is good, but it's not TLOU, so I'm going to just go to TLOU. And at the time, there wasn't, like, stuff to unlock to kind of keep you, like, it was the beta, so it was, like, you either, like, were grinding super hard for stuff, or
Yep, no surprises there.
you had to buy it, so I was like, I'd rather just play TLOU. 2 games you wanted to mention. Returnal is awesome. I haven't beaten that yet. These are all games I want to, like, get back to and beat. I haven't beaten Ghost of Tsushima yet either.
Bunch of ways we could do this, but if you want my advice, shoot them before they shoot us.
I think, honestly, when Horizon Forbidden West comes out, like, I have my eye on that. I think I'll play and probably stream that. Which, like, I don't want to get too far off the focus of the channel, which is mostly factions, but third-person shooter, I think we're in the ballpark. But yeah, I mean, like, I think I'm just always gonna come back to factions, unless, like, Factions 2 gets canceled, and then I'll just retire.
Ooh, got you, didn't I? Another day at the office.
What if you play as Dina's little kid in TLOU 3? Actually, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be interesting. Like, especially that, I mean, that'll be an interesting narrative arc, potentially, is like... interesting narrative arc to show like, okay, this is a kid growing up in.
Just pitching in.
I mean, they've kind of, it's kind of a maybe a tired trope at this point because they've done it in all these other shows, but like, you know, a kid growing up in this post-apocalyptic world and like how are they dealing with stuff. Like I bet Dina's child is like probably like somewhat evil.
Send me a bill. No, don't bother getting up. Stay out
Just
of
because
my
you're
way.
growing up in such a horrible world, like
Take this.
you kind of like you don't know the niceness of life and the comforts of life. But then again, Ellie wasn't Ellie kind of born into it too, so I guess we've already kind of done that, haven't we, with The Last of Us? But this is like deep into it, so maybe that's an interesting dynamic. Play as TLOU, Dina's child in TLOU 2. You're just like a baby walking around the map. Ghost was cool, but you didn't like. You just like open worlds and that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like open worlds. I get kind of tired of them quickly, and it's like that's so many games do it now that it's like I'd almost prefer a smaller open world than like, oh, we have the biggest open world ever. Like, just make us a super well crafted. Let's put it up there. Oh, you think they should have done like a super large time skip where it's like an older Ellie or something? That'd be kind of cool. Like, what if TLOU 2 was just Ellie as like a 34, almost like a, or maybe even like a Joel age type Ellie, and like you play little flashback moments and you just kind of, you know Joel's passed on at this point, and you know, maybe at that age she comes to the realization that her immunity was curable. Like maybe as an older lady she encounters that tape that kind of reveals all the secrets, and then it's like a quest for her to like sacrifice herself or something for like this rumored upon new doctor situation. 2 streams in 1 week, it must be Christmas. No, it's Thanksgiving though.
Kind of the reason we're all here. You had that coming.
See if we can bomb this guy.
Have some of this. Timber. Catch this.
I need my enforcer. How close are we? Oh, I don't need to use the pair anymore. Paco, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great one.
About to learn the meaning of the term blowback. That's a down. Now you're out of your misery. Hey, pay attention. They're keeping up.
What is this, amateur hour?
Target is marked.
Have some of this.
Moving to another vantage point.
How'd that take?
Target marked.
Oh, there's another guy right here. Yeah, Rockstar knows how to do it. But even that, like, I don't know how people are still playing GTA 5, if I'm being honest.
Down for some payback. Coming at you. That'll leave him.
Oh, there's some. Minecraft knows how to do open world. Because it's just computer generated.
Have some of this.
Oh, this area's too hot. Fuck.
Help me out.
I shouldn't have stayed there. It's like a sniper there and someone flanking around. Not a smart move.
Can't do this alone.
On it.
Moving now. Damn it, I'm
Coming
hit.
at you. You deserved it. That's my
There's the
assist,
launcher.
right? Catch this. Down they go. Not getting up from that. Oh, another day at the office.
10%.
Oh, I couldn't make it. Oh, I only need to call in snipers.
Well, there's no I in team, but there's
I don't think that
definitely
counted.
one in win.
Alright, let's do one more and then I'm going to switch over. Let's get a sniper on here. Use this loadout. I mean, there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of crossover between playing Factions and playing Uncharted. And also okay, so I played Factions from 2013 to like 2016 and then Uncharted came out and I was like playing Uncharted from like 2016 to 2017. Like I played a lot of Uncharted, and then I took a pretty big break where I would just like kind of occasionally maybe play either a match of this or a match of factions. And only like basically when I started the Dr. Pooplove channel, it came in hot with factions. Because I mean, it's still my favorite.
Me?
But I have played a
Really?
decent amount
Oh,
of
I'm
this as
flattered.
well. But I'm definitely, I think I'm better at factions than I am at this game. Matthias, what's going on? How are you doing? Yeah, first time Uncharted. Or actually, after this match, we're about to switch back to factions, but yeah, giving it a go. I figured can't just like drop a video on Friday about Uncharted and not have, you know, some Uncharted stuff. I mean, an Uncharted stream.
Have some of this. That's down. More where that came from.
Oh no. I'm not good at every game. I should do a Call of Duty stream sometime just to show you.
Good thing I'm so
Especially
adept.
Warzone, I'm complete poop. I think I'm really just like a third person shooter. Ah, there's a pooper over there. Is it hard to switch between the two? Yeah, it is. You'll probably notice when I switch to factions, I'll be playing. Like it'll take me a little bit to get in the mode. It's like there's two different. Like I kind of act like I'm more invincible
Lying
in
down on the job.
this game because, I mean, you constantly just re-heal. It's just about getting into cover after taking some damage.
You're down. You all know the drill, right? Pick your shots and know the ropes. Down they go.
Shoot, they're all after me right now.
Got you.
Whole team.
Got him on the run.
Oh, I don't have a I don't have a Missouri loadout. I was gonna say I should do a little sniping.
Time to even the
I
odds.
might do another one of sniping before switching.
Not trying to rub your face in it.
Too easy.
Mark, coming at you.
Bloody idiot.
Okay.
Oh, let me-
so we split that one. Sit down, asshole.
Took my target.
Oh wow, they're all over here. You couldn't get into Warzone? Yeah, like I get the appeal, but I can't. First person just doesn't. I can't do it.
Don't let the mask scare you.
Ah, kitty got wet.
I mean, I'm dying a lot here, so. Oh, they're over here.
Gotcha. Damn it, I'm down.
Poop.
Little timeout for you. Have some of this. How's it feel to lose? I wouldn't know. Send me a bill.
Oh, she's right here. Little sneaky buggers. Careful, you're gonna get sniped.
Let's get this show on the road.
Dropped you like a bad habit. How about you take a nap? Lend a hand, will you? Coming up. Timber! No, I'm dead.
Oh man, it's getting sweaty, y'all. Oh, let me get the thing here. Oh my gosh, they're overwhelming us. We only have 3 people.
Can't a guy hunt for treasure in peace and quiet?
Seriously, can't a guy hunt for treasure in peace and quiet?
How'd that taste? Take this! Catch this!
Oh, come on.
Let's do this.
Don't worry, I'm here. Ah, we just had our
That's
asses
over.
handed to us. Which, you know, is not very sanitary.
All right, let me just I want to snipe once, and then we can switch. Just change this one. Is Uncharted 4 less toxic in the factions? I mean, there's definitely like it's kind of give or take. Like, I would say overall, I think factions is more toxic, just like what you hear over the mic and all that. But you can actually, in this game, if you kill someone, you can say something to them. Like, it's got they have that in games like Call of Duty where you can like talk to each other talk to your enemy as you're killing them or whatever. Play with Salty. He is me, I am him, it is I. But yeah, I mean, overall, like, I think it's a little less toxic because it's a little less, it makes you less pissed off, in my opinion. Because, like, I mean, I died a number of times there, but when you die in factions, you get pissed off.
Come on. Who else were
When
you?
you die in this game, it's like, okay, whatever, you know. I think it's part of why factions particularly toxic too, is like you gotta like sit and stew in why you died a lot longer. Alright, we're just gonna pull in sniper sidekicks this
On
game.
the downside, a lot of people are going to try to kill us. On the upside, there may be snacks afterwards.
Oh, yes.
I'm hurt.
Come on in, the water's fine. Come on, you're fine.
I'm gonna die if no one helps me.
Ah, Salty is you. I got you.
On the move. Gonna find a new position. Got eyes on the taking heat.
Oh, he's taking heat. Oh, I had my finger ready to pull it. I wanted to snipe him so bad.
Have some of this. Bet that'll leave a mark. Crawl it off.
Ah, should have just like punched him or something.
All right, time to get my hands dirty.
You love the ability to speak to the other team in Uncharted 4. You get drunk and trash talk. I feel like that's something they're gonna bring to factions.
They'll never
Although
see me coming.
maybe they won't because it's gonna be pretty toxic. Oh shoot! I'm out of here.
Those upgrades. Had enough of you. All coming back to me now.
The headshots are so like satisfying in this game.
Sorry, I don't play nice.
Damn it.
Oh, I got 2 down. That works.
Don't worry, I got
People gonna be whispering in your ear while interrogating. It'd be kind of funny though. It'd be like, Alright, tell me what you need to know. Tell me what I need to know. You just like whisper that in the... Come on, do
The
it.
world for the better, one shot at a time.
Good meeting.
I'm just getting started.
Shut it down.
Bedtime for Bonzo.
Keep 'em coming, keep 'em coming.
Going out.
When you've got a hammer,
School's out.
everything looks like a nail.
You little mice can do.
Oh, they're all dead. Yeah, they're just gonna give you like 10 seconds to think about it.
FYI, I'm still here. Gonna find a new spot. I'm
Coming at
moving.
you.
Got some bullets I'd
Where
like
is
to
this
introduce
person?
you to.
Hey, how about some backup?
Got it.
No, don't bother getting up. This.
Son of a bitch. So nice and natural.
Ah, trying. Plan on making merch? Yes. But it's gonna be a while, honestly. But yes, I do want to make like a mug and a shirt. Which I think would be pretty cool. Oh boy.
You're welcome.
But once that kind of stuff is finalized, I will be sure to let everyone know. But yes, I do want to make that one day.
Wrap that one up nicely. Good work. Most of you, anyway.
I would say 2022. 2022. That you can expect that kind of stuff. All right. Let's move on. A poop on a pink mug. Oh my gosh. It would actually be kind of awesome, I think. I want one that says like, I mean, I want this for myself too. Like I want one that's like wake up with a glass of Pooplove, or like pour yourself some Pooplove every morning or something like that. Oh, it'd be awesome. All right, now let's like, this is gonna be like Whiplash. Maybe. I've kind of, because I've been making this video last week, I've kind of been switching back and forth a bit. So it might not be that hard. Let's just do a little bit of an easier one though first. Loving the lovely poop. Do one that says, I love poop, like I love NYC. Oh my gosh, I like that too. I also was like one that's like keep calm and poop love or something like that. And then another one I was thinking was like oh, what was it? It was like eat, game, poop, repeat or something something like that. Something with some like creativity. All right, we're back home. Some salty factions action. The game should say I'm in love with the poop. Dude, how cool would a Pooplove video game? One day, in a not so distant future, Pooplove, the video game. I think it'd be awesome. The shirt should say I'm in love with the poop. Or like, ask me why I love poop. Or like, I'm with poop. Something like that.
We've heard there are supplies in the area. But there's uniforms skulking around too. Watch each other's backs. Son of a bitches.
It's like instead of rolling for Uncharted, I'm ducking.
Yeah, got a uniform down!
Third person pooper. It's like a poop. You got. It's like you play as a
Wait a sec.
poop,
Fuck, I'm
a
down!
little poop in an arena, and you're
That's
like
one.
firing
Get your ass
poop
over here and
pellets.
help me out!
Perfect. Or it would be like a 2D Metroidvania, where you're like making your way through the bowels.
Get your ass over here and help me out! Uniform! Oh,
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I think I'm more in favor of like a 2D Metroidvania. Where like it starts out, I mean, don't want to get too graphic here, but you're like almost like Dead Cells, how you start over every time, and it's like maybe it's a Metroidvania roguelite like Dead Cells, where like you start out your food and then you just kind of make your path until you become through the bowels until you become like the ultimate poop, and then we don't need to like show the rest, but you know what happens. How much progress do you think they made on Factions 2? Over, under 50%? Oh, that's such a tough one. I mean, I think over 50% because there are leaks.
down one tourist!
There are leaks that show it looking pretty close. But I also think the leaks show it looking pretty close to done, but I also think that they kind of decided to expand the scope, and they decided, hey, you know, we have something close, but we want to make this thing super ambitious. And now they're talking about like narrative and cinematics and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah, tourist down!
and so I'm like, maybe, I mean, maybe the game, I feel like the core of the gameplay is done, but
Firefly!
I think they're trying to put some story in there. I think that's where things are getting bogged down. But who knows? It's just, it's just so weird. Like, we haven't heard anything official. I mean, we just heard those little hints and the, like, hey, you know, we're working on it, that sort of thing. I don't get it. Why aren't they saying anything? I don't get it.
Hunter, look alive!
Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention. The assets are more or less finished. Yeah, like I think they're probably repurposing a ton from part 2. Like, I think Seattle, which, I mean, I think there's going to be like some sort of open world battle royale survival something or other, and it's like they already have the pieces of Seattle. They may have to like do some work to weave it all together, but yeah, Big Brass, like, it could be something like we want to, like, they might be purposefully waiting for the show to come out so that there's some tie-in marketing strategy. I guess that makes sense in a way. But I just kind of hate, I don't know. It's like, my excitement for the show is very minimal. Like, I will watch it and I'll probably like it too, but
Uniform down!
I'm in this for the multiplayer game. So, oh shit. The show has no bearing on it for me. I guess it would for the general public. You know, they're like, hey, this show just came out and there's a video game? Awesome. You know,
Shit, we ain't gonna survive this.
would we have dogs? Apparently there's like a dog asset. If they can make it. Oh, Kev's here. What's up, Kev? The doctor is in. KS, what's up? Zombie. Dogs. See, this is where I think we were talking about earlier about elements that are going to be like potentially implemented from Uncharted 4 to Factions 2.
Down one tourist!
And that being like sidekicks in a way. Like, not that I want it either. That's just, I think that's where their head's at, where Naughty Dog's head's at. I don't know how I feel about it. Because I think people hated the sidekicks in Uncharted. But, like, ultimately, I think it was, like, kind of okay, whatever. Like, it does add a little bit of interesting stuff, but again, it's kind of annoying. You're, like, relying on, like, AI to help you in the game and get downs for you. But at the same time, oh, just, oh, he still got me down. But I think they're gonna try to bring that evolution to Factions with maybe dogs. So I do think that's a possibility. I just hope they implement it correctly. Your perspective is, if I was Sony, HBO's show is the main event, Factions in the remake are trying to capitalize on a new audience. Yeah. And I mean, this is the thing. I'm pretty sure Sony is holding up everything up. They're telling Naughty Dog, don't say anything. We need this to be orchestrated in this big marketing move. Like, I don't know. Does anyone know when the show comes out? I'm guessing like summer 22 or something. 2022, I guess. So like they'd have to basically wait for that, I guess, to come out.
Bomb set, watch your ass!
Seriously? He's not dead.
Wait up!
All done, let's go.
What do we know about factions 2?
Hey, turret!
Oh my god. I'm getting like all pooped around here. We know the following. We know that Naughty Dog made a statement in 2019 saying that like the ambition of both Last of Us Part 2. Oh, okay, even further than that, we know that it was being worked on and was going to be part of Part 2, and then eventually they said it's not part of Part 2. And in 2019 they said it's going to be, they basically hinted that it was going to be standalone and that both games were too big to be one game, so they basically hinted it was going to be 2 games. Then right before Part 2 came out, there was leaks, and part of those leaks had multiplayer leaks, which is like you could see like Lakeside, some action taking place on Lakeside with like a new menu, like a different menu than the one you see here. And like things like mines and things like that. There was other leaks where you could see parts of Checkpoint. So like we at least can kind of assume that those 2 maps are gonna come back. Something's going on. Something's weird right now in this. What's going on here?
Boom!
Like my whole team's. See if I can do a comeback here.
Careful now, it's a firefly! Fucker ain't getting up.
I'm dead. Yeah, armor and helmet are separate. And then there was another leak. They showed Checkpoint. They showed parts of like, there's like an elementary school in Part 2. It looks like that might be part of a map. And within that leak, there was like a menu for like expedition mode, which kind of seems like almost like a 2-person co-op, but maybe you're playing against other people too. Like maybe that's what they kind of have in mind for like a more open world type mode. I'm not sure. So we've seen leaks and they do look semi done, but again, these leaks are from like, they were like dated 2018. So like what's been going on since then? I'm guessing, you know, part of it was they took a break to work on, you know, all hands on deck at Naughty Dog had to work on Part 2. So maybe they, you know, put a pin in factions, and then after Part 2 came out, they came back to it. It's very possible. The other things we know is that they've been hiring kind of like crazy, and you know, you can look on Naughty Dog jobs and they have a bunch of multiplayer positions, and within that they say, you know, we're working on our first ever standalone multiplayer game. And within the descriptions of a lot of those, it's like, you know, experience with narrative, which makes you think that maybe there's going to be like some sort of story or story elements involved. There's also what else? There's a position like for an AI programmer or something like that. So you like it kind of, you know, the assumption is there's going to be some AI of some sort in the game, thinking infected, you know, or even NPC like stragglers. Hey, Matt Boy, what's going
I heard
on?
there's supplies in the area, but also uniforms. We watch each other's backs.
Trying to just think of any other major things. I mean, Vinit Agrawal, who's the co-director of it, he said in like a tweet, like trying to get people to, you know, apply for jobs. He was like, be part of a cinematic narrative experience with our next multiplayer game. And it's like, okay, so that kind of gives you some hints. Like they might be working on those finer details at the moment. But that's pretty much all we've heard on TLOU Day in September. They basically just kind of reassured and reiterated that they're working on something for all the fans to be patient. But that's pretty much it.
One less tourist.
Oh, you didn't know I could shoot through that, did ya? Matt Boy, what's going on? You tried to get TLOU 2 removed from the crappy games wiki, but they just laughed it off.
Down one tourist.
That's because they probably get most of their traffic from that because there's so many haters that they're like, why would we? But I mean, it is dumb. It was I mean, they put a lot of time and attention into that game. I didn't personally like the story as much, but you can't say that's like a crap game. You can complain about the story, but that's all. I mean, it's the most beautiful game. You know, that sort of stuff is still true, I
Got one
think.
down. Set the bomb. Watch your ass.
Nice.
That one's dead.
Most devs look at Naughty Dog as an inspiration. Yeah, like that, and that's what gets me all. That's what gets me all nervous. I mean, not nervous, but that's what just gets me all excited. It's like Naughty Dog had, you know, this multiplayer that I'm playing right now is in my mind, a masterpiece. Imagine if they put all of their focus into it.
Oh man, thanks.
Oh, move.
Let's wrap this up.
I think that was a triple baby.
Dead.
Look at all those sons of bitches.
The main reason they hate is the story. My biggest problem with the story was just the whole, like, Joel
I'm all done. Let's go.
giving away his details so easily and not being guarded, which they tried to explain later, but that was one of my biggest problems. And I think they should have done a better job of explaining that. Like maybe he's firing, maybe like earlier he's firing a gun and he kind of like misses a bit, or like you show he just, I don't know, I don't think they showed enough of his like, of him like kind of losing his edge. I get the idea, like he lost his edge because he moved to Jackson and he kind of had his quote unquote daughter back, that sort of thing. I just didn't buy it. But that plus,
One less uniform.
I just think you could have told the same story in a different order. Like they had a bunch of flashbacks and stuff. I think if they told it in a different order, it would have been a little bit better.
one.
Yeah, there's not a lot of real game info. We have no idea when it's going to be releasing. We're basically just grasping onto hints and things here and there,
I'm all done.
which,
Let's go.
you know, is, I mean, we're kind of left making a lot of assumptions, or like inferences based on what we read. So, I mean, it could all be anything, but
Good to go.
I think Naughty Dog is so tight-lipped because they used to be a little bit more loose-lipped with their games. Like, if you think, I mean, they had this whole thing with like Uncharted where they would announce the release of it and then they would put out some trailers, they put out gameplay, and then they wouldn't hit their release date. And I just know from interviews and stuff, like Neil and those. Neil and those, like I know they kind of talked about like they don't want to get in another situation where they're gonna announce a release date and then not meet that target. It's funny they said that though, and then they literally, like they said that, and then with Last of Us Part 2, they ended up delaying it twice. But so I think they're now in a mode where like they're not going to talk about it until it's like done.
Good to go.
Yeah, it does lack subtlety too. It's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Big Brass. Like, it's like too obvious what they're trying to go for thematically in a lot of ways. And I mean, the other thing is like,
Uniform.
the other thing is, like the whole Firefly angle where like she was the cure for humanity and all this stuff, it's just like completely gone in the second game. It kind of comes back at the end, but like it's not in there at all. And that was like an interesting hook for me, at least. I know it was kind of like they were trying to going for like a, you know, save the world is like a trophy thing that doesn't, you know, this isn't a universe where you save the world. This is a universe where you act selfishly and do, you know, whatever it takes to survive. I just think they should have left some of that in there. TLOU 3 reviving Joel with the power of love. Yeah, like Uncharted. Remember, like, okay, remember like Uncharted. I remember Uncharted 3 2015, and then Uncharted 3 like April or May 2016, and then again delayed till like June. They delayed it like 3 times, and they were like, oh shoot. And then they were like, we don't want to do that again. We want to announce it when it's closer to release. And you could see them doing that strategy a bit with Part 2. Like, they did the announcement in 2016. They did, like, a trailer, and then there was a long period where they said nothing. And they just, like, people were actually getting mad, kind of like they are now with factions, where it's like, you're not saying anything. It's getting annoying. And then they finally had this big, like, I think around TLOU Day reveal, an announcement of the release date, and then they just ended up delaying it again. You love that because it shows how humanity would act. I do like that element. Like I think that was what was brilliant about the first one, is you had these high stake save the world thing, and then at the end it's like, no, screw that. You know, I want to have my father-daughter relationship. Like, I thought that was a brilliant ending. But for part 2, they didn't have that sort of thing. It was like they dispelled with all the higher purpose type stuff, and it was almost like pointless, and like revenge is pointless and all that stuff. And I just think I think they should have maybe just played more on the same themes a bit. You know, you can add new themes, but
Fuckers down!
dude, he's like fumbling with his gun there.
Those uniforms are fucking done. See if they try that again soon.
Yeah, Rex. I think you're right too. Like, it's a reaction to like the Jason Schreier articles about Naughty Dog crunch, and that could be why the game's taking longer too. Because maybe they're like, look, we could have had this game out earlier, but we don't want to force you guys to work overtime. So now the game's gonna be like on a slower dev cycle where like everyone gets to work 40 hours. And like, on the one, I mean, I guess you can't hate on that, because like I don't think any one of us wants to like necessarily work more. We'd probably rather work less, but that could be why. Yeah, Aiden, like, I mean, that's what I think was so brilliant. It was like he had this moment to save the world, and he's like, or just save himself, and he said, in this world, we save ourselves. Edible, what's up? How you doing today? Yeah, it was a long game too. Honestly, probably would have preferred the game just be shorter. I mean, I was considering, I don't know if I will, but I was considering like doing a video like
There's a Firefly base close by. Be careful and stick
on like
together.
how I would like. Oh, look, I got the red hair. Look at this red hair. Have you all seen this before? He's got like this red. Maybe it's my screen. But I was thinking about maybe doing a video where I'm like, what would my take on The Last of Us story be? Or like, what did I think it was going to be? But I don't want to like invite, like, I mean, I have criticisms, but I don't want to invite like hate. Like, I think the game was like good. It's not masterpiece. There are masterpiece elements, like the
One uniform killed!
just the graphics, but even some of the design. I don't know. Like, have you guys seen? Y'all should watch if you haven't already.
Got one uniform!
Nakey Jakey. He's like a pretty big YouTuber, and he
Thanks.
oh shoot. He made a video on Naughty Dog's game design being outdated, and I kind of agree. It's like the whole like, oh, I need someone to help lift me up over this ledge, or I need to push a crate in order to climb up here, as like a way to kind of hide a loading screen or whatever. But it's like they use a lot of the same ones of those that I was kind of like classic Naughty Dog, but like, I don't know. I kind of wish you'd change a bit. And then it's funny, Big Brass, because it's like, now that we've been through a pandemic, it's like we know more about vaccine distribution. It's like some of this stuff just doesn't quite add up anymore. Shoot. I can't hit him. Big Fard, what's up? Do you think it's too late for the devs to make another TLOU and make it seem like the second one was a dream? No, but I do think they can maybe save the overarching story by making a third one. That might be a better video idea. It's like what the third one should be in order to kind of like save the story. Do y'all see this red hair? This like sparkly red hair. The Kingdom Hearts 2 route. I don't even need to read the rest. Kingdom Hearts 2 route, I would say no. I'm just kidding. You play as a completely different character and then find out who they are with Abby. Yes, actually, I agree. That's part of where I think they should have changed the order. What if you played as Abby first? You play the whole Abby section of the game first. Oh no. He not happy. That didn't give me my health. I think if you played as Abby, at the whole Abby section of the game first, and it didn't quite tell you what was going on, like you didn't have the moment where you run into, well, you might have the moment where you run into Tommy, but like you start getting the pieces together as it comes. But
All done.
imagine you're
Let's
playing
go.
as Abby, you don't know the whole context of her, you
All
just know
set,
she's a new
watch your
character,
ass.
and then you kind of like potentially learn to like her, and then you realize that Joel killed her dad. That would make for I think a much more interesting way to tell that story, because then it's like, okay, now my allegiances are potentially torn, whereas the way they told it, it was like you didn't get much Abby before they told you what happened. So, and then they like tried to get you to go the other way, which is like, how do you turn someone you hate? Because like they wanted you to hate her at first. It's like, how do you turn someone you hate into someone you like? And it was like, just not gonna happen.
Keep them coming! That one sure is dead!
But I guess that might have been what they're trying to go for, is like they're trying to slowly get you to turn against Ellie and like Abby. I think that's what they were hoping. I think it kind of fell flat. I don't even think it was a realistic thing to even try, because of people have like, diehard allegiance to Ellie. Big fart, just no comment. Arrested, what's going on? How you doing today?
Boom! One down!
Oh, you didn't know I was there, did you? He doesn't know I'm here either.
Uniform down! He's dead! Fucker ain't getting up!
TLOU 3, you're Dina's kid and you grow up and meet Abby and end up helping her, but hating her for what she did for... Yeah, because she killed your father, really. Yeah, like it's like the cycle all over again, right? Like that baby, what's the baby's name? I don't forget the baby's name, but that's Jesse's father. Abby killed Jesse. They should get Chris Pratt to play it. Yeah, I think you're right.
Smoke, watch it!
He doesn't have enough roles lately. Thoughts on the casting? I'm good with it.
Down!
Here's
breathing.
my
I
one
got this.
thing is I like
Fuck, I'm down.
excuse me, Dr. Poop. On what was I saying? Oh, Pedro. I think I liked him in Game of Thrones. I only saw season 1 of Mandalorian, but I didn't really like it. But I think that was partially because you didn't get to see his face ever. So I think that kind of
Bomb set, watch your ass!
can't do anything there. So I think he's got it in him. I just don't know that I've seen it in any of his work yet. But I'm cool with it. What is this now? This is like a 2v1 now. Everyone just left. It's not even the one who was, I guess, doing well. TLOU 3, but Nathan Drake, you trying to steal the vaccine for the yeah, Nathan Drake doing a heist for the vaccine. Oh really? You have Ellie tattooed on you? That's awesome. Erdy's coming. Oh, let's go. Erdy and the rest of y'all putting pressure on me Monday to stream, you know. I probably was going to do it anyways, but and then he doesn't even come. Although I didn't really tell anyone when I was going to do it, so I think that's part of the problem. All right. He's clearly over here somewhere.
Boom!
Oh, I thought you had him.
Down with the uniform.
Not Ellie, but the same two tattoos she has. That's a cool tattoo, though. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if they wanted us to turn on her or what, but it's like that's not gonna happen. I mean, we all, I mean, not all of us, I guess. I think the majority of people still thought Joel was cool, even though he like destroyed the world's chances. Because we're all sitting there like, damn it, like I might have done the same thing.
Smoke for size! Oh, he's dead!
Big fart. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say that's cool. It's inappropriate. That's what I'll say. Honestly, he could be running up the clock here.
Down one tourist.
Abby asked her dad what he would do, like in the same situation. I don't remember that, actually. Tattoo 3, TLOU 3. I'm saying tattoo. TLOU 3, but you're the last Fireflies. That'd be cool. I think side stories would be cool in this game. Maybe that's what Factions 2 is going to have, a bunch of side stories. If this guy doesn't hurry up, we're going to like tie this match.
Down one turret!
That one's dead.
Oh shit.
Careful out of the firefly! Down one turret! Fucking ain't right, this place is ours. He won't be coming back here no more.
Someone disliked the stream. It better not be Poop Hater. I thought that's what they were going to do with Uncharted was instead of making a bunch of new Uncharted games, they were going to make like a Chloe-centric game. Well, they did the Chloe-centric one and then do like a Cutter one and do like a Nadine one and, you know, just tell little side stories of each of the major characters. I think that would be cool. And then I think they could do the same thing with The Last of Us. Literally, like, I think they do need to do like a Last of Us 3. Oh, is that Paco? Let's go. I do think they need to do a Last of Us 3, but then I think they just do... They don't even have to do it. It doesn't have to be Naughty Dog, but or maybe it's an offshoot of Naughty Dog while they're making their main games, but side stories. Just pure side stories. Yeah, like Joel during his hunter days would be awesome. Tommy doing Tommy during the hunter days too. Like that Joel and Tommy story hasn't been fully told yet. That's like a really interesting story. I thought they were going to have that in part 2, actually. I thought it was going to be... This is what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be Ellie. Ellie escapes... Or doesn't escape, but she like she gets in a fight with Joel because she finds out she is... Joel lied to her. Then she hears something about like a new Firefly, so she like tries to go and she like leaves Jackson, doesn't tell anyone, and is like fighting her way across the country to where the new Fireflies are going to be, with Joel like kind of trying to follow her trail. And then I thought it was going to flash back to like Joel and Tommy fighting, and it would show like Tommy's very like, he's very hopeful about the future, and you know, he thinks the world can be saved and all this stuff, and Joel's like, I'm a realist, I don't, you know, and they get into these clashes because Joel's like, I want to survive, Tommy's like, I want to, you know, let's make the world a better place. And then that's kind of how Tommy ends up leaving for the Fireflies. I thought that would be a much more compelling way to tell the story. I mean, I guess the thing is like, they made their choice on how to tell it. It is what it is. I think there can be ways to make that whole story arc cool, but I would have loved it if that was the move that they made. Explain how the cordyceps happened. Yeah, like a little bit more of the origin story would be cool. Like kind of like how I feel like I haven't caught up with The Walking Dead, but it's like almost the same thing with Walking Dead, where they had like this cool, like they go to the CDC and they kind of learn about the origins of why this is all happening, and then I don't think they actually ever really get back to it, and it just becomes pointless, like purposeless. But actually what I'm really excited for the multiplayer, and then I'm really excited for Naughty Dog's next game. That's not Last of Us. And then secretly hope that they make a multiplayer for that game too. Like, what if it's a space sci-fi game and then they put out like a sci-fi shooter? That'd be cool.
Go. Right there.
Might be too like Halo-esque, but
Fucking tourist. Down one tourist.
Tourist down! Keep 'em coming!
oh, 2 double headshots. Let's go.
Fucker ain't getting out. Down one uniform.
All done, let's go.
Keep breathing. I got this.
Hang on a sec. I'll fix you up.
Erdy, what's up? Am I playing with viewers? I'll play with. Don't have anyone in, but we can do a few matches. I don't have. How much time do I have?
All done, let's go.
I don't have much time though left. Well, get online already. Let's go.
Uniform down! That one's dead! Firefly, watch yourself!
One down. That one's dead.
Firefly!
Hey, look.
Fucker's down!
Keep going.
That works. Oh no. Erdy, YouTube auto censored that, and I don't have a translator. So I'm I'm gonna assume that was.
Uniform!
Look at these sorry sons of bitches.
Cover me. Gotta patch up.
Down. Oh, shit. Good to go.
Oh, watch it! I'm set. Watch your ass.
That did nothing.
Look out!
PC release day and date on TLOU 2. I don't know.
Fuck, man,
I
can't go on
like. I
this.
feel like they will eventually bring it to PC, but I don't think they'll do it day and date. At least, if we can assume from the job postings, and I don't know. I don't know much about like PC versus PS4 development, but like the job postings, I don't know specify hard enough that you need like PC experience. But they also are probably very careful to
Keep breathing. I got this.
not lead people on too much.
Glad you're covering my ass.
Oh, I thought I got him. 1 hour 57 going strong with 16 viewers. Hell yeah. Do we get new information about TLOU 2? Nope. Not in a long time. Still. This is the one time where you don't think the gameplay... Well, that's part of it too. Like, the aim assist versus mouse and keyboard is going to be... That's going to be tough. An action RPG in space. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. I want them to kind of spread their wings and do something different after they give me my multiplayer and dedicate resources to it. I mean, like, Naughty Dog is...
Down one tourist.
I've been playing Naughty Dog games like since I was a kid, even before any of their multiplayer stuff. So I would love for them to do something new, or bring back Jack and Daxter.
Uniform.
Either one.
Let's finish him off.
Give me my Dr. Pooplove game
All
first.
done. Let's go.
Dude, I'm gonna get Naughty Dog to develop the Dr. Pooplove 2D Metroidvania game. It's gonna be awesome. It'll be their greatest honor, I'm sure. Oh no. How did he miss this guy? I feel like he's right back there.
Fuck! I'm down.
Kev Booty. An FPS in space from them would be nice. Are they working on 2 games? I think they are. They might be working on 3 actually, because there's the Last of Us remaster.
Right there.
Actually, from that Jason Schreier, from that Jason Schreier article, it sounded like they were working on a new multiplayer project, Factions 2, the Last of Us remake, and then potentially an Uncharted sequel. Which, honestly, the last thing I want from Naughty Dog is Uncharted 5. But with Sony, they might make them do it. I'm almost thinking Sony might be like make us an Uncharted for the PS5. We need it. Which would be sad, actually. I mean, I would love an Uncharted 5. I just don't think Naughty Dog needs to do it. I think they have a really good formula. They just have hand it over to someone else. Let them do it. Yeah, Matthias, I think you're right. I think they're just taking their sweet time with it. But also, I think it works out because I think they might try to time it with the the series. It will be interesting to see how they interpret FPS. They're gonna have me voice the main character, yes. Who else wants in on this? Invite Paco too. Anyone else? Invite Mike. Oh, Erdy. Let me try to join you. Oh, that didn't work. Mythical Red. Okay. Let me find that. I'm gonna invite Paco back again. If Jower, are you on? It's not gonna work without Kev. Yeah, that's probably right. For some reason, Kev has to be oh, Mythical Red. Here, we're gonna join Mythical Red. If it lets me. It's not letting me. Let me restart my thing. Yeah, I'll make Pablo party leader. No excuses, Kev. All right. I'm gonna join Paco. Let's see if we can do that. Then We're gonna invite everyone else. Do you think Naughty Dog is working on a Miles Morales sized game? They could be. I think with Uncharted, PS Plus is on sale right now. Interesting. I think with Uncharted, I think they could do another Uncharted Lost Legacy type game so easily. They have like the whole system designed and everything. Just throw it somewhere. I can't stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. All right. Paco, if you're on, go supply raid. Paco, go supply raid. Thank you, sir. No, I can't hear you. I don't see anyone's mics moving either. Already too soon. Alright, I got 2 games in me. Unfortunately. A Joel in one. Oh my gosh. Pain. Oh, let's go. I'm at 1,300 subs now. It's awesome. Quiet. Too quiet. What is Thanksgiving? It's an American holiday, kind of geared around giving thanks for what you have in your life.
Watch yourselves.
And
Crew
we have
spotted some
turkey
uniforms
and
around here.
Yeah.
Factions 2 and 22 and 22. Please. I think there's no way we don't at least. I don't know. I said that about 2021. Hey, who's doing that? Erdy. Where are these poops?
Uniform!
Watch it! Sniper!
Hang on.
Shit! One down. Fucking down.
Fucking tourist!
Firefly, watch yourself.
Keep them coming.
I'm just marking them. It's just not the same. But yeah, like we all have like a day off from work and all that on Thursday, like pretty much the
Firefly,
last
right
Thursday
there.
of November. Oh, you little sneaky.
Look alive.
Oh. Screwed up. Look at my body. Oh, that should have been on it.
Down one turret.
Careful, man, he's got a rifle!
A straggler.
One down.
I'm down.
Got a uniform right there.
Oh, come on. How did I miss that? Thanksgiving is when you kiss someone. That's false. I mean, you can.
Down one unit.
I'm down.
Why am I missing?
Got one down.
That one's dead.
Fuck! I'm down! Oh, hurry that up! I'm fucking dying!
Down one uniform. I'm all done. Let's go. That fucker's dead. Come on, man, cover me.
Give me a
Good to
second.
go.
Can I crab walk? No.
All right,
I
good
don't know
to
how
go.
to do that.
Wait a second. I'll fix you up.
Oh my gosh. Poop.
Dead. Wait a second. I'll fix you up.
Uniform down.
One.
Heard you doing work.
Boom.
Dead. Firefly, watch yourself.
poop. What other Sony developer do you want a new IP from? Let's see. Good question. Sucker Punch kind of already did theirs. Maybe Sony Santa Monica. I mean, they've shown they can make something really good with God of War. But, like, they're only making God of War. So, like, why not try something new? Trying to think who else. Media Molecule would be cool. Like, to not have... since Sackboy's kind of, like, been taken over a bit. And Dreams, I don't think was very good. Or that much of a hit.
God, he's got right. One less uniform.
There we go.
Keep him coming. That'll fucking teach you.
Fucking cover me, I gotta patch up.
Turret's down.
Oh,
Yeah, got a rifle.
Got one.
nice.
Fuck, I can't keep going like this.
Good to go.
Cover me. I gotta patch up. Fuck, I'm down.
Hang on a sec, I'll fix you up.
From Sony Santa Monica.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
Cover me, I gotta patch up.
All right, good to go.
I guess the thing is, like, I don't know if I follow them closely enough to know what else they could really make something cool out of.
Stop me.
I heard he got wrecked right there. Oh shit, I got wrecked too. Bend. Sony Bend would be cool to make a new IP since they just kind of... They're not allowed to make their other one. But yeah, I don't know. I would like Sony to make... Well, I want them to make more multiplayer games, like... Besides Factions, SOCOM was so huge. Why not do another SOCOM? I would love a sci-fi RPG. If Naughty Dog's gonna do that, then that's fine. What else? I would love them to make something like Minecraft. Maybe not Sony Santa Monica, but like they could make a decent. I think they could make a really cool, almost like 2D Metroidvania game. Like imagine putting one of these AAA developers on like one of these like smaller indie projects. And how cool that would be. I haven't played Dying Light. I think we need to stage an epic comeback here. Minecraft and poopers. Actually, Sony Santa Monica can make the next the Pooplove game. Aren't they? I guess Sony Santa Monica technically is making a new game helmed by Cory Barlog. Because he's not doing God of War 2 or 5 or whatever. Yeah, like imagine like Naughty Dog, or I mean that's why I think it'd be a cool idea for like Naughty Dog to just go back to Jack and Daxter just for just one more time. Because imagine like after all the years, all the knowledge they've gathered, they do some sort of a Jack and Daxter type game. It would be amazing. Or yeah, like doing some sort of Metroidvania from an AAA studio. It would just be like, it'd be amazing. Has anyone here played the new Metroid game? I really want to play that. Oh, you can't buy Dying Light because it's banned? Using tech. Let's do it. Turn over to the dark side, Erdy.
Okay, guys. The Fireflies are close. Shoot or be shot.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, I can't. I was going to use hunting rifle, but they're kind of armoring up and using the wiggles too much. Your disc tray stopped working, so you can't play it? Oh no.
Get over here and help me! Ah, shit, that was close.
How did that one get me? So bad. Metroid Dread. Yeah, it does look fun. I want to try it. Oh, look at Erdy. Look at Erdy.
That was dead.
He just tack shotted the living fuck out of them. See if they spawn over here. Probably not going to.
All done. Let's go.
Keep prone, Paco.
Keep breathing.
I'm
Got this.
fucking dying over here! Ah, shit, that was close.
Down one turret. Fucker ain't getting up.
Kid with the burst is wall shooting? Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, we're gonna kick their asses. Oh, look at Paco, let's go.
Good to go.
The Rat King zombie was one of the craziest bosses. Dude, imagine
All right, man, let's go.
Factions Part 2. They drop 20, like Horde mode, they're dropping 20 Rat Kings on you. That would be awesome. Shoot.
Yeah, got a uniform down.
Nice.
That one sure is dead. Ain't got many left. Keep it up.
Wait, oh, he got headshot. Those are headshots. He's teabagging. Can we all like make a Minecraft server and play it nonstop? Don't tempt me. I'm literally like. I would maybe. There's someone coming from our right side here, Paco. My gosh. Alright, let's gather some resources. Let's kick these guys' ass. Just like... Nice, Paco.
I'm hurt! Oh shit, I gotta wrap this up. Keep them coming!
Glad you're covering my ass.
Gonna come from behind us.
Going like this.
All done, let's go.
That's one.
Glad you're covering my ass, man. Shit. I have to wrap this up.
I can't fucking see. One less tourist. Down.
Yo, Paco, you can get us.
Keep breathing. I got this.
No, please.
Breathing, I got
Yes.
Shit, that was close. Cover me. A few of these fuckers left. All done, let's go. Come on, man, cover me. Good to go.
Oh, that's right.
All right, where we go?
Look out! You got a rifle! Straggler! They got me! Boom!
Down.
Line!
Nice.
Done, thank God.
All right, y'all. That's going to be it for me. I'm glad we got that comeback on these losers. What's broken? Your controller's broken? A year and a half? A Minecraft server now that you have what? Is it normal that your PS4 is loud even if I don't play anything? That is kind of normal. My controller's broken. Alright, y'all. GG's. But I've got to go. Thanks for playing, Paco, Erdy, and Aiden. Kick their butts. All right. Hope y'all, if you are US, hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Otherwise, happy rest of your week. And we will see you next time. Poop out.